Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I use my latest animation software in my videos. I've had some inquiries on what I use to edit my videos, so hopefully this quick tutorial will help you in your creative process. I actually used, in the past, several different software in my videos, starting with Audacity, which is a free software you can download online for my audio editing. I use PowerPoint and Keynote for my artwork and pictures, and sometimes text animation. I used VideoScribe and iMovie in the past for my animation of pictures and splicing everything together, until I stumbled across a gem of an animation software. Now don't get me wrong, all the others have their own flavor of awesomeness, but I am really enjoying GoAnimate, especially because I don't want to spend a ton of time on my videos, at least not more than necessary. I've really enjoyed using GoAnimate because of how easy it is to use and how fast it is to create some of the effects that I've used in my videos in the past that took sometime days. So what I did in the past, you guys who are professionals at this, who do this for a living, do not laugh at me, bypass this video. In the past, I'd have to go into PowerPoint and Keynote to make the artwork or artwords move, record a screencasting, export it from QuickTime into a movie or MP4 format to import into iMovie. Yes, I am aware of the fancy smancy editing softwares out there that can do way more than iMovie, but I'm a big advocate of free if possible, and iMovie came with my Mac, so there you go. I really enjoyed using VideoScribe in the past because this software does some awesome hand drawing effects using SVG formatted pictures. It's very detailed and generates some sweet high quality rendition of the draw out. And if you are advanced and you love this artsy effect, then this is a great option. However, I ran into the same issue with the time. I would have to generate the drawing of the picture, export it out as a movie or MP4, and then import it back into iMovie to splice the video clips together. Now, I'm not saying that GoAnimate fixes everything, but for me, the biggest thing it fixes is time, baby. Plus, it's really fun to use if you like this kind of thing. I know, so nerdy, but I love it. It's awesome, totally fun for me, and just like gardening, it's a wonderful stress reliever. Can you believe it? Let's say there's been fewer moments of me wanting to pound my keyboard like a big old baby using GoAnimate. I can do an animation of words, pictures, and drawing effects in GoAnimate, plus added moving movies and movie clips to edit almost everything on the same platform without having to export, import. I love that. So that's why I like GoAnimate for now. It's simple to use and saves me time. Now, before I give you guys a more detailed software tour, I'd like to say that this is a monthly subscription software system. For now, it is not available as a one-time purchase. Hint, hint, GoAnimate. Many of you know that I am a big advocate of saving when and where you can and to be responsible with your money. My channel is all about helping people change their minds and actions away from the things that do not serve them. You guys know that I love talking about making more, saving more so you can give more. I supported my entire family of 4 for over a decade through the earnings I made in direct sales. But when you own your own business, there is still a certain level of anxiety no matter how much money you make. So if it is not in your budget to spend for this software, then don't do it. But if you do have a healthy budget and you want to create some fun videos to advertise or train or just to thank your customers, then my vote is totally GoAnimate, for the ease of use and the major time saver. So here we go. Alright guys, so this is where you start to make a video. Obviously, I'm not going to go through the basics of signing into your account and all that good stuff, right? It's super simple. Once you sign into your account, you'll have 2 spots. You can either click this button here or this button here to start your video. And of course, this, you'll notice here it says start from scratch. GoAnimate has some really awesome themes already created, like making a video that's mainly business related, or making whiteboard animation. That's where you see the hand that draws out all of the different animations. I really like the whiteboard because it's a really neat effect. It's a great way to keep people's attention, and it's kind of fun too to see how the artwork comes into play. You can use the pictures that they have in the system, or you can upload your own to create those animations. And it's fun because most other whiteboard systems that software that I've seen in the past only allows the ability to draw the picture. I think it's really neat how GoAnimate lets you not only draw out the picture, but then you can activate the picture itself to do some neat movements of animations inside of itself. Then you also have business as a visual, you know, whenever you see videos with all of the different graphics, that's what that's all about. Common Craft is just a cleaner version, in my opinion, cleaner version or more minimalist version of what I would consider the combination between the business as a visual and the business friendly version. Comedy World is just kind of normal cartoon. Comedy World, Little Peeps, some of these other cartoon classics, there's different kinds that you can do. So there's really some really neat templates that are already available to you. So if you're wanting some great ideas, this is a wonderful place. It's a wonderful resource for you to go in and see what you'd like to do as far as getting some great ideas is concerned. But let's go ahead and get in and start making a video from scratch. You just go ahead and click the button that says Make Video from Scratch. It takes you to your video dashboard. I normally turn that off. That's an advertisement. As of right now, once you're in, the main screen starts you out with a background or a scene setting already in place for you. All you have to do really is just click on the scene itself down here at the timeline, and you'll see there are different options. I normally clear that background. So now you have a totally clean template to start your animation videos. Up here is where you will find the different options for the kind of the feel of the animation that you want to create. I'm currently under the business friendly, and with each different option they have different background styles, different layouts, different location concepts and call to actions, as well as backdrops, as well as different characters. These right here are the different subset menus that is related to the theme that you're currently working in. So as you'll notice, under Business Friendly, these are the different characters you have. And I think something that's really neat with GoAnimate is you can actually create custom characters. If you've seen some of my videos already, you'll notice this girl right here is my custom character that I created. Isn't she so cute? I just love it. So this character here was someone that I created for my video intros and exits. And you'll remember also this precious little thing here was a character that I created to represent my little baby girl when she was a baby. So it's just really neat. I love the fact that you can actually create the character, and then under the character itself, there are different actions that your character can play out for you. For example, if you choose daily life, you'll see, for example, clapping hands, and your little character will work out the movement for you. Tell me that is not crazy easy, especially if you're not a professional animator, right? So you click on Faint. This is hilarious. How cute is that? You'll notice that you need to make sure to move your character into the canvas, or else her actions will not show on screen. So this white portion right here is your canvas. So let's start from the beginning. From the beginning, I normally like to start with backgrounds. Okay, so under the backgrounds, you will see that there are different options that are available. Simple layouts gives you some really neat, already created out templates that are available for you. All you have to do is click on the scene itself, and the scene will show up on your canvas, and you can grow from there. You'll notice in the scene there are different elements that are part of the scene that you can go in and manipulate. I love the fact that you can pick the element and then give the element an enter motion as well as an exit motion, and there are different options available to how you want the element to enter and how you want the element to exit. This is crazy. If anyone's ever done any kind of video editing before, or if you did it like I did in either PowerPoint, or there's actually quite a bit to changing what your elements are going to do. So under backgrounds, the options are unlimited. You can get simple layouts that is related to the business, or you can actually go into locations and there are different scenes that are already kind of pre-created for you. It's a great way for you to not have to start from total scratch. It gives you the ability to put in your personality into the scene without having to spend hours upon hours upon hours of creating the scene itself. There's concepts. I love these concepts. If you've watched my video entitled Why Do People Fail? Part 1, Droopy Roots, you might recognize this scene. So all I did was went into concept, picked this one scene, and these are the characters that are already in the scene. And what I've done is you do not have to start from scratch. You just click on the character in question, and then you just go over here, and where it says Swap Asset, you just click that button, and the software allows you to swap this character that's standing right here with any character that you already have. So let's go into my custom character and pick out my favorite character that I use in the majority of my videos and just plop her in there in that position. How neat is that? Shut the door! Can you stand it? So you can actually change out any of these elements that's already on this main scene. So love it. You'll notice that when you're in the character, different submenus pop up. And when you're ready to get out of whatever it is you're currently doing and you want to go back to where you were before, you can either hit that back button or you can click this X, and don't worry, you won't get lost or taken out of anything. Oh, and another thing that I absolutely love about this is, how many times have you ever worked on something, not just video editing, just something in general, and something bizarro happens? It's either you lose power, or your computer, for whatever reason, goes insane on you and just shuts itself off, or you accidentally hit a button and your system only allows you to undo once or twice and you deleted what you worked on, right? I love this thing because although you do have the option to save, which I do encourage you to save and save often, this system, because it is internet based, because you're logging into GoAnimate.com and then logging into your account, it automatically saves every so often. So I've had times before where I've gone in just to mess around to create a video, and then I decided that I started for just a little bit and decided, oh, I didn't have time to go through the full thing, and I'll just close out. And do you know, the next time I go back in, there's already a copied version of what I was working on before. So it's totally, totally neat. Love that about the system. Going back, concepts, logos. If you are looking to definitely create a brand for your business or your company, these starters that are specific to logos are really neat. Call to actions is a big deal, especially if you're in marketing. Many of you are aware that when you are in marketing and in sales of any sort, you actually do need to tell your customers what it is that you're looking for them to do. Kind of like in politics, the candidate always asks, right? They say, I am asking for your vote. Same is true in business. You need to give your customers a call of action, because sometimes customers do want to support you, they just don't know how, or they do want to support you, but because your video is just so entertaining, they forgot. So the call to actions are a great way to go, hey, here's a great way to support me. You can download my app, or you can check out my company, follow us on Facebook, or you can check us out on Twitter. It's really neat. I love these call to actions that are already ready to rock and roll for you. All you have to do is go in and change your company logo. Since this is already here, we'll go real quick into how do you handle text. I love this because it's crazy simple. You just double click on the text in question and you key in whatever it is that you're wanting to change. These templates also have preset entries and exit points. You'll notice when I have the facebook.com/FongWhite highlighted, over here is where you can change the font to whatever font you would like. Down here you can change the size to whatever size you would like. Here you can change the color to whatever color. Under Advanced, you can actually, this is a feature that's only available on the GoAnimate platform, which I think is really neat, especially if you're wanting to have a broader reach and different platforms to find new clients and new customers. GoAnimate actually has their own platform similar to YouTube and Vimeo and Yahoo and all that. They have a GoAnimate platform. The videos that you post on GoAnimate, you have the ability when you export it out and down, you can share it also under the GoAnimate platform under the export by saving your video as draft, public, or private. Back to this link here. The neat thing is you can actually put in your website or whatever page that you want to send your customers to with this link. Now, do keep in mind, this link is only active on the GoAnimate platform. So if you are used to having videos on Vimeo or YouTube, it will not transfer out. You'd actually have to go into the Vimeo platform and the YouTube platform to add in the links separate. This link here is only available on the GoAnimate platform. This other tab is where you can choose the enter and exit of your text. And I just love this. The motion, the learning curve is super easy. You don't have to spend tons of time working on your text animation and text precision, because this is where you can choose how you want your text to come in. And you guys might notice that when you hover on the action, it gives you a mini little version of what your words are going to do. So if you click on Sparkle Horizontal, this is what the word is going to do. And so let's go ahead and take a look at what that is actually going to do, because you're probably noticing, well, what's going on? Why isn't it showing? The preview is only available under when you give the word its action. So you just go out here, click on the slide itself, and you can click preview from here. And you might have noticed all of the other actions were already built into the template itself. The only action that we put in was that right there, the sparkly enter. I thought that was really neat. From here, you have the option to go back to editing, or you can save directly at this point. Let's go back to editing so you can see all the other options that are available to you. You have so many different options that are available to you. Your creative mind can just go nuts. If you're a super creative person, you can spend hours and hours playing in this platform. For example, these options are for specifically these slides. You can put in a narration. You can record from the platform itself by clicking mic recording. You can upload a file, or you can open up a file that you already have in your library, or you can even text to speak. Can you believe that? So for those of you who are shy and you would rather not speak on your videos, you can text out what you want the system to say, and the computer will generate the voice for you. What? Isn't that awesome? I know, I'm so excited, but this is just so neat to me. Under Effects, this right here, transition with previous screen, or you can add visual effects. The transition with previous scene is when you have, let's go down here and let's add another slide. When you click this button here, you'll notice all it did was copy the slide you already had. How awesome is that? We're not going to go into techniques of editing your video here, but for those of you who are familiar with editing video, this is so sweet. You do not have to start from scratch to create the previous scene. Love it. If we were to clear this scene again, let's just add in another call to action into this scene. You have the ability to add in a transition from the previous scene to this scene, and that's what under the transition is all about. You just click add, and then these are the different transitions that you can add into your scene from one to the other. You can add in the duration. You can also add in the size of the little visual bars. I just love the versatility of this one platform that allows you to do so many different things on the same platform without having to export and import and export and import and cut things out and start from scratch. You literally can just go in, create a video, super simple. You can also X out and it'll just take you back to the video as well. You can create a video super simple just by using the vast amounts of templates they already have on hand for you. Now, if you are totally artsy and totally creative and you want to put in your own flair into your videos, then you absolutely can do that. And one of the things you can do is to just go ahead and start directly from scratch. And I love the fact that you can have very simple blank backdrops as well, and you can add in elements. So you can start out with just a plain old backdrop, pick your character, resize your character, position your character, and give your character an activity. We're going to go into farming since you guys know I just love gardening. And you just click on the activity that you want your little character to convey and display on the screen. How awesome is that? Can you stand it? It's just too much fun. You can add on dialogue even to the character at that point, and then you can also allow your character to enter or exit. Guys, the options are unlimited. This cute little cutie here was my character that I used in my Droopy Roots video to represent my teenage daughter now, and she's precious. So you can add on different activities to as many different characters as you would like into the actual scene itself. You can build your scenes by adding in props. And there are hundreds of different props that you can search from. Just type in what it is that you're looking for in the search, and you'll have props that pop up and that are available to you. So let's go through one of the videos that I've already created so you can see a pretty version of it. Go under your account and look under your videos. You'll pull up this menu that has all of your videos in one awesome location. Something neat that I really like also is under your videos, you can either click on the name itself, it'll open up the video, or if you're looking to share or export, these buttons here gives you the different options that are available to you. I normally like to go into the edit. Something that's really neat, guys, is you can actually edit this video, or you can make a copy of the whole video so that the original video is not affected if you want to make changes that you're not too sure whether or not you want to keep. It doesn't hurt anything for you. Just make a copy of the video instead of messing up the video, and then 2 or 3 scenes later you realize, oh, I didn't want to do that. And now you're going to have to go back through the history to find the history that is correct. But even that is way more of a lifesaver than any other way, because how many times, or at least I know this in the past, I've edited videos before and then realized, oh no, I really wanted a particular version. Well, check this out. You can view the history of the video that you created, and it will give you literally a revision history by date and time of what changes you've made to the video. Shush, shush, shut the door. Are you serious? So you literally can go back to a previous version of the video and make changes from there. Can you stand it? I love it. So we're going to go back and edit the most recent one. I normally just go ahead and click out of that. That's an advertisement. And because you are working online, it does kind of drag out the system a little bit and pull virtual memory from your computer. At the beginning of this video, I shared with you that I use this wonderful free open source software called Audacity to edit my audios. And once you have your voiceover edited, then you can upload it into VideoScribe. This button here allows you to import media. You want to keep in mind, though, that the largest file it will accept is 15 megabytes. The different images that are available for import is JPEG, GIFs, and PNGs for now. I'm sure they're probably working on that. The awesomely talented people at GoAnimate is probably going to give us some more options, but for now, it's JPEG, GIF, and PNG, which is way more than enough. Your audio file that can be uploaded can be in the form of an MP3, a WAV, or a .m4a. You can also upload animation files that are .swfs or video files. So if you have stock footage of videos, you can literally upload an actual video into this platform and make changes from there. You just select the file from your desktop or wherever it is you have saved, import it into the system, and then from there you can use it. Once you have your imports into the system, I love the fact that the system itself will treat your library as an available option of backgrounds and templates as well. Isn't that neat? So you can just go into your library and see all of the different options that you have. You can literally create backgrounds and starters of your own. So for example, this scene right here that I've already created, if you like this scene, you can go up to the settings, down to save as a starter, and you can either save the entire video or you can save the current scene as a starter. So for those of you who are familiar with my videos, you might remember seeing my intros and outros with this little lady here, this little animation here. I already have the intro saved and I have the exit saved. So every time as I go in and create my video, I just click on either the intro or the exit. It's already ready to rock and roll for me. You can upload your own pictures and call them props. You can upload your own sound effects and of course voiceovers as well. And you can upload your own videos that you can use as part of the backgrounds and the scenes that are available to you. Super, uber simple. Love, love, love. When you're ready to upload an audio, you just go into your sound, go over to your voiceover, click whatever voiceover that you're wanting to put into the scene, and you just click it and it adds it into the scene. Since it's already there, I'm going to go ahead and take it out. Simple to use system. In addition to your voiceovers, you can also add in music. Because you guys have to be careful with what's copyrighted and what's Creative Commons and what's for public domain, I love the fact that GoAnimate has pre-recorded audios that you can use, samplings of the audios that you can use. So you just click on the audio, sample whether or not. Once you find something that you like, you can just click on it and it will add the audio into your scene. Check this out. You can go into the audio itself and change the volume to any volume that you want, 10%, 25%, 50%, 75%, so on and so forth. So you can make it as loud or as soft as you would like. In addition, you can split the clip of the audio to make it longer or shorter, delete it, or you can move the audio around. Is that not neat? Love it. So far we've talked about how you can start a new animation. We talked about the system starters itself. We talked about backgrounds, the characters, how you can change your characters. We talked about adding music, your voiceovers, and your sound effects, as well as pictures and videos, how you import them. Let's now talk about the saving process, the exporting process, and the sharing process, and how you can download from there. So I'm going to give you guys a super simple tip on how I move from one scene to the other. You have your voiceover here, and you can click to play the voiceover from the start, or you can click to play the voiceover from the location of where you had your cursor. So what I normally do is I play from the beginning to the point where I feel that that is the scene that I want to create. And then I just find that location and I pause over on that location and then I hit play at that location again. And once you do that, then it kind of stops. And you'll notice that that highlighted portion is right there and it gives me a marker point of where I can end my scene. How you change the duration of your scene is you just click on the scene itself and then go to scene settings. And right here under scene duration is where you put in the seconds of how long you want the scene to be. And the goal obviously is to get the scene to go as far as your marker, right? So that's just a really simple way that I mark where a scene should begin and where a scene should end. So you'll notice here on my timeline of this brainwashing video I put together of clips from my last transformation event about removing the chains that we put around our neck as far as money is concerned. I'm excited about that video and can't wait to see what you guys think about it when it's ready to rock and roll. But at this point, it's looking pretty good, and I'm ready to export this portion of the video. So now that I'm ready to do that, I'm just going to go up to save. I'm going to give my animation a title, and then if you would like, you can add in tags and descriptions as well. You guys remember earlier I shared with you that GoAnimate has its own video sharing platform. So these tags and these descriptions is only specific to the GoAnimate platform, because once you export it out into your computer and then import it into YouTube or Vimeo, you're going to have to go back into their internal system and do all that again. That is not going to be kept as far as I'm aware. So, but if I'm not correct on that, somebody let me know. You have the option to save your animation as a draft and come back and change it later. Come back and work on it. You can save your animation as a private video, or you can save your animation as a public video. Depending on the video itself, most of the time I do save my animation as a public video just so that it has a broader reach. If it's relevant for public consumption, then most of the time I do click public because I want to have as many views as possible to reach as many people as possible. At this point, you can either click save only or save and close. Now, if you do save only, all it does is it saves at that point, takes you back to the Canvas dashboard for you to continue your editing process. At this point, I feel pretty good about getting this done. I'm going to go ahead and save and close. So once you save and close, it's just going to take you out to this screen here, which allows you the opportunity to view your animation. So you can click on the animation and view it, and then of course you can go into widescreen and view to see what it's going to do. I'm not going to do that since I know what it looks like already. Down here is the location where you can share and export your video. So we're going to go ahead and click on that and look at the different options that are available. You can export your video to all of these different platforms that are available to you. You can also get your embed code to embed on these different platforms, or just to copy the embed code directly from here. Now, something you guys want to keep in mind, if you're going to copy the embed code directly from GoAnimate, you'll notice that it takes the viewer to the GoAnimate platform. So if you are wanting viewership on YouTube, you want to keep that in mind, that this will not rank as a view on YouTube. So you want to keep that in mind, okay? And then you can also share the link to this video. Again, the URL is a GoAnimate URL. So if you have your own website, then you're probably better off just embedding your YouTube video onto your website and then sharing the URL of the page that your video is being featured. So I hope that makes sense. That's just my personal opinion. At this point, what I normally like to do is I like to actually download the video in MP4 format. You have the option to download in full 1080p HD or in 720p, or you can download as low as the 360. Depending on the size that you're interested in, I normally like to download my videos in as high a quality as possible, and then I use Handbrake to compress the video and retain its quality, and from that compressed video is what I upload to YouTube. I might go ahead and do a video about Handbrake later if that's something you guys are interested in. So just make a comment underneath this video here, all the way down at the comment section, and let me know if that's something you want to have me do a video on. If not, then don't worry about it. But if you post down there that you're interested in it, I'll put it on my to-do list to create a Handbrake video for you. I've already, normally what you would do is you'd convert this video. You just click convert, and then GoAnimate starts converting it. Once it's done converting, you'll receive an email that says, "Congratulations, your video is ready for download." You guys might have noticed that I've already downloaded. I've already converted this video and I've already downloaded this video. So let me show you what it looks like once it's ready to go. So once your video is ready to go, there is a little envelope up here and you'll get a number sign when you have a notification, or you can just get it, or you can get access to the link directly from the email that GoAnimate's going to send you. You can always go back to this little envelope to go into all of your notifications. Click on notifications and go all, and you will notice that it will say, "Congratulations, your video is ready for download." You click on the link and you can download your video. Super simple. That's pretty much it, guys. So we've talked about how to start a new video, how to use starters and backgrounds, how to change your characters, how to create characters from scratch, well, from the character template. We talked about adding music, voiceovers, and effects. We talked about importing, saving, and sharing, and then we also talked about emailing. So I hope this video, this really crazy brief video, was helpful to you. You'll note that under the business friendly really is just a theme option. If you go into Whiteboard Animation, you'll notice that your submenus are the same, but the options are different. If you click on the different background, you'll notice that this is what your viewer is going to see once you generate the animation. So let's go ahead and preview this real quick so you can see what a whiteboard animation looks like. So when you click on the preview, you'll notice that the software generates the animation for you. In the software itself, you can totally control how fast or how slow this animation works out, which is really neat. Like I said, all the submenus are the same for all of the different templates that are available to you. Obviously, the characters that you have under the whiteboard is going to match the theme. Hope that makes sense. Same is true with your props. All of the props that are available to you is going to be similar in style. Something neat that you might notice is as you grow your animation, you can jump back and forth between the different themes that are available to you. I'm not quite sure if that's something you want to do because it's a little schizophrenic. And I'm not quite sure if your viewership is going to appreciate and enjoy the different themes moving from one to another. Now, obviously, you can totally do that with a good transition and you can play around with it. However, do keep in mind that for smooth viewing and for your viewers' enjoyment, you might want to keep your theme the same across the board. But there are so many things that you can do that if you do choose to change from theme to theme, you totally can, if that's something you want to do. So you guys will notice on one simple platform, you can do so many different things. So guys, here's a quick look at that video, completed without the audio, of course. You'll notice that I have a banner coming in. All of the word texting has different entries and exit points and has its own timer, and everything's being overlaid on that picture. Here's the intro that I talked to you about earlier that was already saved as it started that I just plopped right in there. This right here, the GoAnimate calls it the composition effect. Many of you might be familiar with it being called the Ken Burns effect, where you can zoom in or zoom out. Super neat to do and super easy to do in GoAnimate. So this here is another example of the composition of the picture according to GoAnimate, or some of you are familiar with it as the Ken Burns effect. You'll also notice that the slide transition from one slide moving on to the other is what many of you are familiar with in PowerPoint or Keynote, and it's also available in iMovie as well. And I love the fact that this is totally available in GoAnimate. You'll notice that this is actually a video that I had imported into GoAnimate, and I was still able to edit it inside GoAnimate as a platform and to add in some neat effects as well without having to transition out of the software to actually do it. So that's it, guys. This is software, the animation software that I've been using the most lately. It's something I really enjoy, and I hope the little introductory and tutorial was helpful to you. If you would like anything specific, or if you have any specific questions on what you would like to do as far as moving from one scene to another, transitioning the animations, playing with the text, so please feel free to go ahead and make a comment below this video if that's something you want me to do for you. I'm totally excited about this animation software simply because it gives you the tools to look pretty darn good, pretty almost pro-like, without that huge massive learning curve and without investing truckloads of time to get it built and truckloads of money to get it going. I think it's a wonderful software, and it makes things super simple for you. And I really do believe we all have gifts, and I believe with all of my heart that everybody has a story to tell, and that we all can be an encouragement for each other. So if there's something that's been weighing on your heart that you want to share with the world, this is a great way to do it. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and it answered your question of what software system are you using, why do you like it, and is it worth the investment? And my answer to you is absolutely yes. If you have the budget for it, I say go for it, but don't stress yourself if you don't. So always keep that in mind. You want to be good stewards of your money so that you could truly spend your precious time doing the most important thing, which is being with the people you love the most.